aka Donna Smith. I'm here with a quick live for you guys. I've been dealing with doing my shorts because my time has been pretty limited, and you know what? I kind of like them shorts somewhat. And I think they like me a little bit too. So we kind of got a little relationship going on. But I love my videos live too. So I'm here with it. But anyway, for those of you who look forward to my live afternoon thought videos, I'm here stopping in. I appreciate all of you. And I hope everything is going cool with each and every one of you. And the message I wanted to bring forth right quick is love those who love you. There's a lot of times we get caught up in situations where, like they say, it's always somebody loving the other more. You're in a relationship with somebody and they're loving you more than you love them. It's not on the same kind of equal plane. Does it ever be equal? That's another something to talk about too. Is it ever equal? I was told that it's usually somebody is loving more, somebody's loving less, but it's never like this. I don't know. That's a sticky situation right there, because I think that two people can love each other just as much. You know, really, it can happen. It does happen. But love who loves you. I hear it often where folks are, excuse the honking and the horns, you guys. Let me just change the subject right quick. I am in a parking lot. And I got to park in here. I usually like to park out because I like the airiness, the sun, the vibe of people walking by. But there's a lot of construction and stuff going on, so I had to park in this parking lot, which is a little bit cozy, but you got cars going back and forth and stuff like that, noise. And anyway, so excuse if you see something in the background or hear things. That's what's going on with me right now. But back to the topic. Now, love those who love you. When you're in a one-sided, lopsided situation and you're the only one really loving this person, now that person may care about you, to the point of, you've heard people say, well, I'm not in love with them, but I do love them, or I care about them, but I'm not in love. And there is a difference in love and loving. There's a difference. But, you'll hear that. And the other person may say, well, I'm in love with them. I can't imagine life without this person. They all in it to win it. Now, you put so much energy into someone sometimes with expectations of them wanting to or having the ability to reciprocate what you're feeling and what you're putting out. And I think a lot of times resentment sets in when you have done all that and you've put forth so much on the table, with not trying to buy their love, but trying to show them that you are in it to win it and you love them like that, that you sooner or later would expect them to give you that back. And a lot of times it just doesn't happen like that. And you have the resentment that set in, you have the bittersweet type of thing, you have pretty much, I hate you. You wasted my time. What did you do? You want to point a finger and blame the other person for everything. And at the end of the day, there was red flags and there was warnings present letting you know. And sometimes a person is so direct and straightforward. That's right, Natish. I hear you. Sometimes a person is so straightforward with letting you know, I don't love you like that. I like you, I care about you, but, or they may not say it, but they pretty much let you know it in other ways. They kind of have a way around the bush with it. I'm caring about you, but I ain't trying to do all that mushy, right now. I got so much going on. At the end of the day, they telling you ain't the one. Because I don't care what all you got going on. I don't care what's going on your plate. When you love somebody, you love somebody. And you make it work, right? So when you're putting this love out, all this love out to somebody that does not reciprocate that in the way that you need it back, first off, you're not supposed to give to want somebody to give you something back in return, right? But at the end of the day, you don't want to waste your time loving on somebody that's not loving you in the same way or more. You just don't, because it usually don't change. Now I know some of you have probably heard um the talk, old, not old folks, but seasoned folks would say, that if someone really loved you, they would show you, and it wouldn't be no questioning about it. You wouldn't have to sit up and wonder about it. You wouldn't have to worry about it. You wouldn't have to sit up and try to dissect what if, coulda, woulda, shoulda, woulda. You just would actually know it. But then there are some who hold back. They do have that feeling and that love and that emotion towards you, but they want to be cautious with showing you or putting it out there. For whatever reason, they have this cautiousness. Well, I don't want to show them too much too fast. I don't want to give too much too easy, too good. And I don't know what's going on. But usually they're rushing, and they're having some type of wobbly ways that they're feeling about this situation. They're not feeling totally solid. So they're trying to be careful. But at the end of the day, if that emotion is present within you and you are giving a person time and energy and focus, and you loving them like that, don't give all that to somebody that's not loving you back. If they not loving you back, men or women, they are not the one. Now, I must say that some will maybe love a lot quicker than others. Some fall in is that one that says I love you first. They say I love you, and you feel it a little bit, but you ain't really ready to say it. Or they may say it and you ain't feeling it. You ain't never feel it. Some just love a little faster and they want to profess that. But because they're professing that, if you don't feel that you love that person, don't tell them. Thank them and I appreciate it. And, some may even say something like, well, I care about you too, boo. But somebody saying I care about you too is not saying I love you too. Okay? And don't say I love you too and you don't, boo-boo. Don't say it, because that is misleading. It could be interpreted, and the person can become very bitter behind that. Well, you told me you love me. You told me you love me, and you don't even want to be in a relationship with me. How can you love me and you don't want to be in a relationship with me? But I love you. So I love you, but you can't love me. Well, just because you love them don't mean they gonna love you. They can care about you. How many times, think about it, have you been involved with someone? I'm not talking about being, someone you married with. I'm talking about dating someone and somebody caught feelings first, faster. Somebody caught feelings first, and you was feeling something, but you wasn't feeling it on the level that they did, and you stayed involved with that, and then sooner or later you fell into it too. It happened. Sometimes it can happen. But then it's a situation perhaps you've been through where somebody fell for you, or perhaps you fell for them, and they didn't reciprocate it. They just kind of kept you in the sometimes we kick it zone, or I care about you and we'll get together sometime, and you get together and you may clap or whatever you do, and then they go on and you don't hear from them for a week. If somebody is loving you and feeling those type of emotions for you, you're going to probably hear from them every day, sometimes 2-3 times a day. You gonna hear from them on a regular, because they gonna want to be in contact with you. They gonna want to be on your brain, you on their brain. They thinking about you. They concerned about how your day went, how your day going. Did you wake up this morning? Good morning. Did you have your coffee? Where your coffee at? You mean, they are concerned about you as you are about them. So you're not gonna wait a whole week before you get in touch with that person. That's insane. Why would you wait a week? And sometimes folks will just have it in their mind. They thinking about you, but it's like, yeah, I'm thinking about them, but I ain't gonna call them right now. I don't want them to get all caught up like that. I ain't trying to do it like that. I like them, but I ain't trying to do it like that. That may be the same person that came out and told you in the heat of passion when y'all was doing the clap clap that you said I love you, and they said I love you too, but I love you too. Don't do that either. Don't do that in the heat of passion while things is all scribbly dibbly in your mind and your emotions and your body is going through reaction. Don't tell nobody you love them and you don't. Don't do that, because that imprints in here and here. And that person is not going to look at it as, oh, well, we was just doing something and they just, they just saying something. I give them a pass. They didn't really mean that. No. They gonna start feeling in their heart. They may even start going looking at wedding dresses or something. I don't know. But they gonna think y'all in a relationship. The moment you go there and say you love them, that opens up the door with, perhaps we in a relationship. They love me like they love me. We got something going on. Now, you ain't never sat up and talked about being in a relationship yet, but you said I love you because they said I love you. So don't do that. Don't say it unless you mean it. Don't give of your heart and yourself and that emotion repeatedly in a situation where it's not reciprocated. If that person is holding back from loving you in the way that you loving them, you are perhaps wasting your time. If anybody disagree, let me know. But that's coming from me. Believe in me, the wisdom in me. Don't waste your time with something that's not on the same wavelength as you. And I'm not saying soon as you clap the first time or as soon as you meet and you start going out on a couple of days, you're supposed to be in love. Love is an emotion that grows with time. It grows. So, it takes time to bond and to deeply fall in love with somebody. I'm not saying it takes years, but it's not going to happen after one clap or going on a date or two. Now, some people will swear up and down they in love just because we didn't clap and it was just the best I've ever had, and they're in lust. That's what that is. That is not a love. That is lust, and you like the way they make you woo woo woo. So they make you woo woo woo, and you think you in love too too too. Okay, come on now, really? So that's the message for today. I hope this has touched home with somebody. Think about it. Think about how you put out that love, and are you putting it out too much to the wrong connection and the wrong vibe, to the wrong person? Because that person over there that will love you to the end of times and back is probably the one that should be getting all that, but you are so preoccupied in the situation that you say you loving that ain't loving you back, that they're blocking your blessing. Because you putting all this energy and focus into somebody that ain't loving you back. And honey, let me tell you, they probably not going to end up loving you in the way that you love them either. Especially if you didn't gave this a little time and they still not even wanting a relationship status with you. You love somebody and you care that much and you want to be with them like that, but you still got this thing wide open. Why? Because they not the one. And why? You still want to keep yourself on the market and do things that you want to do to who and what and when and however. So you keep one foot in that situation so that you don't really lose, because there's some things about that situation you gigging. whether they a good cook, whether they take care of business, whether they got money, whether they do good things for you, whether they give you the wonderful, wonderful one in a lifetime clap, clap, whatever it is. You're keeping one foot in because you don't want to lose it and somebody else catch up on that, but you don't want to invest and give them what's needed in the way that they deserve and need it. So you selfishly hold on. And men do it and women do it too. Some women selfishly hold on to these brothers too because they don't want nobody else to have them. He's just too nice. He's too sweet. He's too gullible. He loves me. And I don't want nobody else. I didn't deal with him for a year. I don't want nobody else to get all that. Sure. But I ain't ready. I don't know if I want to be with him like that. Now, a year then went by, 2 years, sometimes 3. And you still don't know if you want to be with somebody like that? If you don't know if you want to be with somebody like that and loving them, you perhaps it just that ain't the person you supposed to be with. Period. For real. So y'all think about it. Have a great day before cars start coming back. And I got to get on back, finish up the rest of my day. I will be back at you guys, if not tomorrow, the day after. Congratulations to my grandson, Marquise Jr. He will be graduating tomorrow, going into middle school, and it is his birthday tomorrow. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, baby. So anyway, I will be back on here as soon as I can. I may try to tip in tomorrow, do some grown folk talk with you grown folks. I just love y'all. Have a great day. Bye.